Number 33. Multiplying by 3/4, then dividing by 3/7 is the same as multiplying by what? Okay, easy. So you multiply a number by 3/4. Okay, now let's assume that number is 1. 1 times 3/4 is 3/4. Now divide that number, which is 3/4, by 3/7. Remember, guys, when we divide fractions, we write the first one as it is, 3/4. Then we change division to multiplication, so times. Then we get the reciprocal of the second one, 7/3. Now, the 3 and the 3 cancel out, so what we're left with here is 7/4. So multiplying by 3/4, then dividing by 3/7 is the same as just multiplying by 7/4 from the very beginning. Okay? Okay, let's go. Number 34. Number 34. Jim brought some candies to the fundraiser. Dan bought 1/10 of them, and Sue bought 1/4 of the remaining candies. If Dan bought 12 candies, how many candies did Jim have left after Dan and Sue left? Okay, take a look. How many candies do we have? We don't know. But those candies, let's just call them C, were divided as follows. 1/10 of C, so 1/10 times C, 1/10 C, were bought by Dan. Okay? Sue bought 1/4 of the remaining candies. So up here, after Dan bought 1/10, what are the remaining candies? 9/10. Because Dan bought 1/10. So the remaining is 9/10. Sue bought 1/4, 1/4 of the remaining candies, which are 9/10 of C. Okay? Now, if Dan bought 12 candies, how many candies did Jim have left? Okay, so now we know that Dan bought, here, let me change the color. We know that Dan bought 12 candies. That means that 1/10 C equals 12, right? So let's use that here. So 1/10 C equals 12. Therefore, multiply by 10, C equals 120. So C is 120 candies. What is 120 candies? That's the total number of candies we had at the very beginning. If Dan bought 12 candies, now we know that there's 120 candies. How many candies did Jim have left after Dan and Sue left? Okay. How many candies did Dan buy? We know he bought 12 candies. How about Sue? How many candies did she buy? Let's substitute 120 here instead of C. So she bought 1/4 of 9/10 of 120. 0 with the 0. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So we're left with 3 times 9, which is 27. So how many candies did Sue buy? 27 candies. How many candies did Dan buy? 12 candies. How many candies does Jim have left after both of them bought? Well, he originally had 120 candies, minus the 12 that Dan bought, minus the 27 that Sue bought. Okay, 120 minus 12 plus 27 is 39. So 120 minus 39 is 81, right? Let's check. 81 plus 27 is 108. 108 and 12 is 120. Okay, so the answer is E. That's how many candies he has left.